I am very happy to have this opportunity of speaking to you this evening. And as you all know, there is no subject dearer to me than education. One of the first objects of the universities all over the world is to produce a class of men who devote themselves to reach and scholarship of the highest order. I fear this is not possible in this country, at any rate not possible on a large scale for some time to come. In the first place, the atmosphere that is necessary for such research and scholarship does not exist in our country, and it must come into existence only slowly. Then our men do not enjoy those opportunities of learned leisure which are necessary for such work to be done. Further, we do not have even those material equipments that are essential in the shape of libraries and laboratories. We cannot therefore expect much work on this highest plane in this country for some time to come. There is, however, other work that can be done by our educated men, perhaps not so dignified in appearance but not less useful for the immediate welfare of the country. You can recognize this education as a new factor in our life, as an important influence under which you have now placed yourselves. It is a reproach, that is something rightly urged against you, that your studies and with your college career, and this reproach you must try to wipe away. And if you do that, you will attain a higher measure of culture and a higher degree refinement. You will have also qualified yourselves better even for the ordinary duties of life than if you give up your studies the moment you leave your college. This is one of the directions in which all can take advantage of facilities that are placed at their disposal, though you may not be able to do much work immediately in this respect. In other directions too, you may make yourselves useful. There is the call of duty on all sides, whichever way you turn. I do not stand here to preach one set of views in preference to another, but I point out the responsibilities that lie on you. You will soon be surrounded by duties of a pressing character. For example, there is work to be done for the large sections of our people who are plunged in ignorance and age-old superstitions. They have been kept at a lower level of existence from which they have got to be raised. There is also work to be done for the elevation of the status of women. It is not good for any country that a whole sex should be shut out from the intellectual life of a people. Then the industrial development of the country also needs to be urgently attended to. It is true that it is not everyone who can undertake such work, but a fair proportion might be reasonably expected to take some interest in this work in one or another of the various fields. This is the call of the duty which you will have to recognize when you leave college and take your place in life. There is one other direction in which you can all show yourselves worthy of your education. Each one of you show that you recognize the responsibilities that devote upon you better on account of the education that you have received. Many of us are apt to imagine that those who look high in the eyes of the public are the only one that lead really useful lives. Dear sirs, we acknowledge receipt of your order of the 15th ultimo for supply of 500 tons of ball bearings. We have issued detailed instructions to our sales manager to carefully pack the bearings according to sizes and send them by road as desired by you. We hope the material to reach you within a few days and request you to kindly acknowledge their receipt. We are extremely happy to learn that you have made appreciable progress in increasing the sales of our products last year. We assure you that, as before, we will take all possible steps to comply with your orders in full. As regards your request for raising the rate of commission, we have referred the matter to our financial advisor. Though the reasons given by you cannot be accepted totally, we are prepared to go halfway in view of the efforts you have been making in popularizing our products in the face of keen competition from other companies. We also note that you are proposing to open new sales depots in the neighboring districts to meet the requirements of new industries coming up in the area. We may, however, hasten to add that it would be more appropriate to consider your request next year for this reason. As you know, supply of electricity has not been constant, and every month we are facing the prospect of reducing production. Yours faithfully.